Hi guys, evening. Right, hands up, who thought I'd dropped off the face of the earth? Yeah, it's been a little while. If you follow the channel, my page, you know for a fact I've just had a new arrival, my little boy Thomas. And as such, he takes up quite a lot of time being a newborn. We haven't got a massive support network around us, so it's just me and my missus who are looking after him. We're getting in the flow of things again, which is great, but it has taken me longer than I expected to get back to work in in earnest and really putting in the hours in. Which is now, as you can see, it's 7:20, so I am trying to catch up my best. So this one, the first reveal back properly, is for Simon, and Simon has been amazing. I just want to say that straight off the bat. I'm about a month behind on this, and he's just been awesome. He goes, "Look, I appreciate it. You're a dad again. Family takes precedent. The queue will happen when it happens." That on top of things, the queue didn't go perfectly the first time. It was okay, but one of the splices, just on the final sanding, there's a tiny little void appeared inside the wood. Now, if you imagine, splices, they're not that thick when you think about it. So when I'm gluing the wood on, it was obviously checked all the way around. There was a tiny void within those few millimeters, which I just couldn't see until the final sanding process just took that top layer off. And then I've had to redo the splice from scratch, which, well, I didn't have to. You can use a filler and things, which it's not the right way to do it. But I want to do things properly, so got back on the tools and respliced it, so that put things further back again. All that being said, a little bit tired, but here we go. First reveal after the new arrival in the Grey household. And this one, for Simon, awesome customer, is a Prestige model ash into ebony one piece. Two different blue veneers with these beautiful bright blue veneers. We've got some Coca-Cola splices, and we've got some olive wood with resin splices. Now, when Simon actually gave me the initial spec for it, we've gone through a few different design iterations on it. He says, "I absolutely love your olive wood and I love your resin, but I also love the Coca-Cola. Is there a way I can incorporate everything?" And I said, "Yeah, we can do the olive and the resin, we can do the Coca-Cola, but what I can't do is I can't get resin work into Coca-Cola because the wood, it's just so strong. It just does not lend, does not lend itself naturally to the resin process." So what we did instead was we decided to stagger the Coca-Cola splices and the olive wood and resin splices. I don't think I've done one like this before. I think this might be my first one doing sort of like alternative splices with resin and non-resin. So I was a little bit unsure how it would come out, but I think the overall aesthetic looks absolutely fantastic. It's a really nice balance, which is what I was a little bit afraid of, that it wouldn't look visually quite right. But no, it's come out lovely. And this is some gorgeous Coca-Cola in here. It's got some beautiful figure, beautiful colours to it. So I know when the oil hits it, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So, start in the middle, right the way up, and give it its first proper drink. Like I say, I was behind on this anyway, and then when the void opened up in the Coca-Cola and I had to re-splice, it just knocked me further back, because if you understand how the cues are made, the Coca-Cola splices at the bottom here actually go on before the olive wood. So it wasn't just replacing a Coca-Cola splice, I had to replace the olive wood as well. So it was like double the work, double the effort on a cue that was already a little bit late. So it wasn't the best thing to do, whilst all the time trying to handle a newborn in the family. And obviously we've had quite a lot of visitors and guests turning up, and we've had a house full of family for a few weeks. It's been absolutely brilliant. But as you can imagine, that does put a bit of an impact on your queue schedule. So I just want to say thank you to Simon, but thank you to everyone else as well who's been very, very patiently waiting. Hopefully now in the next few weeks and months I will be catching up properly, and should get back on track hopefully end of spring or into the summer. So what do I think of that? The blue resin always goes down very well on cues. Everyone seems to love that. These veneers are incredible as well. I really love these new veneers that I've managed to get. Again, these are the expensive ones. I'm afraid I do have to charge a little bit more just to get them, but they are the best quality I can get. And that Coca-Cola, that is so nice. So I'm gonna get a little tour of the whole queue. Look at that. Look how crisp and clean those veneers are. Beautiful stuff. And that Cocoa, yeah. Loads and loads of figure. but beautiful, rich colours to it as well. Really smart. So yeah, that's what we've done. We're just to try and get all of his wood choices of the cocobolo and the olive wood, but also with the resin in, to try and get that visual balance. What we've done is we've staggered the splice work. So you've got 2 resin splices at the top, 2 at the bottom, and then vice versa on the cocobolo. Excuse me, a little bit croaky. I'm also fighting a bit of a throat infection, just to throw everything else into the mix. Why not? That looks gorgeous. Love that. Nice coming back strong with a unique cue, which I've not done before. That angle, look at that. That is absolutely perfect. Beautiful stuff. Lovely choices, Simon. Really smart. So yeah, we'll get a little bit more oil in. Make sure she's well fed. And then it should just be a couple of weeks from now, excuse me, now that I'm back full time. And we're just doing the old Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off for the next couple of weeks, just to build up that beautiful hardened sort of finish that I can achieve, where you get a lovely gloss shine to the cue, but it doesn't feel sort of like plasticky. It took me years to figure out how to get that just right, because you can get lovely shiny finishes on a cue really easily, depending on which products you use, but they just don't feel nice in the hand. So I am quite proud of the finish that I've managed to build up over the years with my different oils and waxes blends in the right proportions, which is quite nice. And I've not to try and sort of like be a bit too premature on it, but I am starting to sort of like get some testers in for some of the waxes that I use, and getting some feedback on the market, because people keep asking me, can you buy my waxes? And it's kind of, I'm at that point now where I think I might have to start investing in some packaging and some tooling to offer that to customers. So there we go. So that's stage 1, the first oil. What do we think? I can see Simon's just tuned in there. What do you think, mate? Hopefully this is what you're after. Just want to say again, Simon, thank you so much for your patience. And your understanding. It's been wonderful. It's definitely taken a lot of pressure and stress off. To start on the year, obviously with a new arrival. So thank you again, mate, and hopefully you're going to absolutely fall in love with us. I love it. Really nice. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. Very good. Right, guys, thanks very much. Got another hour or 2 to do in here, and then I am going to sign off. Hopefully tomorrow we should have another reveal on, which will be brilliant. It's a very big one, so might give you a clue to what's coming. Then after that, the next few weeks, hopefully I'll have a good steady flow of cues coming through. I've got quite a few in works, in progress. Sort of leads into, I've got to apologise to a lot of my customers, because I've been trying to fight through all the messages, but on any given day, I've usually got between 50 and 100 unread messages in my inbox, which unfortunately, the way I'm treating things at the moment is I'm trying to triage my messages. So basically, people who've got Q orders imminently, they're the guys who are getting the most attention. And then when I've got the energy and the motivation, I'm trying to fight through the rest of the messages. All that on top of, I actually need to be in here, like, making wood cues, you know. So it's a lot of balance, but I do want to say I will get back to everybody. Really appreciate your patience, guys. Thanks very much, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Cheers.